Yeah, man. I'm the pappy. I'll be the pappy. Welcome to Prester John 65, installment number 65. I had to get, matter of fact, I got to get a face-to-face with my knockers, man. We good, man? Hey, look here, my knockers, man. I'd have been missing you like a mug, man. You know, it's been a lot going on, man. I'm the pappy, man. You know, myself, Chef Candy, we had our sixth droplet, man. You know what I'm saying? Six droplets, man. You know what I'm saying? So all praise HaWah. It is Yapa. You know, we just had to spiral up, get in our groove, man. Make sure we're groovy so we got a foundation for my niggas. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, everything we do is, right from the heart bone. Ain't no middleman. You know, 432 is us. This is where we at. You know what I'm saying? This is 432. Our only water, you know what I'm saying? Our only support comes from my Nagas and Drop Nation, you know what I'm saying? We don't have nobody else pulling those strings in 432, you know what I'm saying? You know, this is our flow. This is our voice. This is our tribe. This is our vibe. We taking it all back. This is our investigation, man. So welcome back to the tribe, you know what I'm saying? And you, my dragons on the wall, the copper dragon, silver dragon, gold at 432 are the reason we still here. You the reason we in Prester John 65, man. So, hey man, you the pappy. Hey out to everybody. Hey out to all the pappies, man. Hey out to all the amas, you know what I'm saying? All the uncles, man, you know, all the homies, man, being real homies. The real ones being real ones, you know what I'm saying? Hey out to you. Again, man, myself, Chef Candy, my droplets, you know, all praise to HaWah, you know what I'm saying, throughout all this, you know, all this static, all this, you know, frequency war, you know, because of you, we've been all right, you know what I'm saying? We've been able to, you know, just MHOE, my knock, you know, choose up, feel good about ourselves, man, have a vibration to us, man. Hold up, man. Hey, man, MHOE, man. You there? Oh, you there? Yeah, man. We MHOE, man. Hey, out to Five Eyes Ma. Five Eyes Ma drinking HaWah. Now we can all say Halal HaWah. Hey, man. MHOE or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Most high over everything or nothing, man. You know? And it feels good to vibe up with my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Look out for us, man. Look out for the MHOE. Look out for the flow. And we MHOE, man. We most high over everything. Over everything, man. How they say it in Texas? Everything, man. Love to my homie King Chad, man. He said most high over everything, drop. All right, man. We're gonna do that. Most high over everything, man. Hey, for real, for real. So because of y'all, we here. You know what I'm saying? You've been, you know, rocking with the drive, man. You've been rocking with Drive Nation, my niggas. So look out for us, man. You know what I'm saying? Allow HaWah. You know, we stepping in a beautiful wave, you know, Drop Nation. You know what I'm saying? It's only one Drop Nation. You know, they've been trying to duplicate us. You know, they've been trying to, you know, kind of surf the wave without trying to show they surfing the wave, you know, but there's only one way. I mean, you know, look, the water got you surrounded. You know, I don't own the water. We just tapping in. You could try to ignore us if you want to, but we most high over everything, man. Over everything, man. Over everything. Love the Five Eyes Mob. And we dripping in that mem sauce, man. Check out for the mem sauce, man. The mem is the water. You know, the water is the strong, the blood, the frequency, you know, but mama can be chaos. Mama can, you know, get on your hind bone, right? So you gotta respect mama. You know, the water can be a beautiful lake, you know. You can, you know, do your little kayaking, you know what I'm saying? You can just just surf the wave, or you can get that water washing you up. So you gotta keep the most high, my noggin, over everything, man. Over everything, boss. Shout out to all the tribe. Shout out to the Aquas. And man, we popping off Preston John 65, man. So, you know, don't mind me for giving some A-hop to my tribe. Because the tribe is the vibe, is what you see. It's taking a lot to get back here in 65. It's a lot behind the scenes, and man, it's a lot to overcome. It's a lot we all got to overcome, man, just to be sitting here right now about to get on it. And look, I ain't no super researcher, you know what I'm saying? I ain't over here just, reading 10 books a day. The only time I really dig on it is really with you. I'm a regular fella that kicks it with my niggas, with my brothers and my sisters, and we dig on some drops, some links, you know what I'm saying? So for all my new wave surfers, you know what I'm saying, welcome, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the wave. It's a vibration, not just information, you know what I'm saying? So, we're going to surf the wave, we're going to belly flop, like this here, like this here. What is a continent? Man, let me get my mug out of here, man. Just move it out the way. Move myself out the way. What is a continent, my noggin? How would you define a continent? Well, how are they defining continent? Refraining from unlawful sexual commerce or moderate in the indulgence of lawful pleasure. Chase. Chase, man. Chase remind me of them nights, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't Chase remind you of the nights like Swan Nights, stuff like that? Okay. Swan Nights, Chase. Continent. What would the con have to do with Chase? You read about all these King Arthur, Love to the Templar, these Arthurian tales, and all these knights had to be chased. And it had different meanings to different, to different groups. Some would say zero, sexual, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't get it on, you know what I mean? Others would say, it's more like a restriction, like, if you ain't got it on in the last 2 weeks, you're chased, so, it wasn't like 24/7, 24 hour, 365 every day of the year chase, but it was like, all right, when it was time to chase, kind of like a boxer before he fights, typically would refrain, right, from the sexual commerce. So, all right. So think about Chase. Think about the con. I'm just giving you a different look at continent in 1828. Halal HaWah. Hope you're enjoying these cellos, man. Love to Montana cellist. And he drops 432 cellos, man. Go dig on it, man. This is the uplifting version. 432 hertz. Let's go. Okay. Let's get it, man. So we got refraining, chase. It sounds kind of like a Prester flow. It sounds kind of like a con flow, right? Continents. Con. Opposing, restraining, yeah. What is the con opposing? And who's opposing the con? Who's restraining the con? Okay, I mean, they're going boldly wherever no mankind has gone before, right? To restrain the con and a new continent. Let's get over here. Continuous, connected, a continent forbearance, not interrupted. Okay. Let's back it up. So the con, right? The cons, we're over here chilling. We're refraining from things that are outside of the law, right? Moderate indulgence and lawful pleasure. All right, so moderate, we're chased, not just sexually, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about just, we're chased to the hijack. We're chased to hijack city, you know what I'm saying? We're chased to their their festivals, their holidays. We're chased to their gods. We haven't bent the knee, right? We restrain from that hijacked city. We moderately move, right? We have temperate, we have a temperate flow about these cons, this forbearance of the con. Now we are opposing that which is trying to restrain us as we are, restraining ourselves from the chaos, from the hijack. We are continuous, con. We are connected, con. The American, con. The moral con is not interrupted, is at peace. I mean, that's Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 15. This is the Prester hour. You know what I mean? It's going to continue to be our hour, our time, my nigga. Whose time is it? It's the Prester's time. We always going to be in the Prester hour over here because we Hosea 3. And we Hosea 3. Exodus 20 got us in cold. So let's just try to have a comprehension about why we KTC, why we search for the Prester, and why we're on Prester John installment number 65, bumping some cellos, my noggin. Fall back, because it's only the wave. Don't act like you're going to get this anywhere else, my noggin, because HaWah got us on Coom Coom. HaWah got us on Coom Coom. We popping off. MHOE, KTC, dripping in that mem sauce. You ever dig that? You ever dig this? Hosea 3, let go. Hey, shout out to the Bread 9 Spiral, man. 9 Spiral, I see you out there doing that work. You know what I'm saying? Spreading that vibe, spreading that frequency, my Nagi. Just doing everything you can, man, to wake these Naggas. Hit them over their head bone, man. Shout out to the Bro 9 Spiral. Hit them up, man. Sundown _9 Spiral on IG. For real. A certified real one, man. A loud one. And shout out to the Dracan Canoe out there in the UK representing Drop Nation, you know what I'm saying? Over there paving the way for the tribe out there in the UK, my nugget. London town, man. You know what I'm saying? And Drop Nation is everywhere. Hey, that mem sauce got him surrounded. Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to the Brian Wilson, man. Just hit me up today out here in Long Beach. You know what I'm saying? Saying, hey, man, I build houses. What do you need, Drop? Where do you need me, Drop? Man, shout out to the bro, man. Halal HaWah for you. We just popping off, man. Shout out to the Aqua Roberta Macula, hope I'm saying that right. Certified contributor over here, keeping the lights on for the entire tribe. I'm talking Ether Squad. I'm talking Dragon sponsors on the wall. Halal HaWah. You know what I mean? I'm just, we are a unit, man. Even if we try not to be a unit, we still a unit because we 432. We can't switch up. We can't switch frequencies, man. You are who you are. I am that I am. Hosea 3. Wow. Let's go. Wow. And HaWah said unto me, this is why we KTC, my nut. Go yet love a woman beloved of her friend and an adulteress, even as HaWah loves the children of Israel. Oh, man. My naga, you just got compared by the creator to a whore, a woman beloved of her friend, and an adulteress, a harlot. Why did you just get called a whore, a harlot by the Creator as an entire tribe, my nigga? Though they turn unto other powers, other gods. Okay. They ain't KTC. Okay. So why are we here? Why are we here dodging the tenderoni? Playing magical games with lesser magic? Because we're out of code. We're out of code. Deuteronomy 28 said you're going to be the tail, not the head when you out of code. Exodus 20 got us in code. We KTC. Keep the code. This is the reason for our captivity. Because once you weren't KTC, you're wide open to invasion. You're wide open to a butt whooping. You're wide open to a punishment. Because you're calling another Ama Ama and another Abba Abba. You're flipping the script on HaWah, man. That's a violation, man. Hey, that's a violation in any Negro house, and it should be a violation in any house. That if you call another mama mama, you got some explaining to do. You call another daddy daddy? Where they do that at? Though they turn into other gods and love cakes of raisins, baking them raisin cakes to their queen mother of heaven. So I bought her to me for 15 pieces of silver and a homer of barley and a half homer of barley. And I said unto her, thou shalt sit solitary for me many days. Thou shalt not play the harlot. Thou shalt not be any man's wife, nor will I be thine. For the children of Israel shall sit solitary many days without a king. No king, no Khan, no royals. Now they're the royals, queen such and such in there. You're paying taxes to who? Who's presidents don't collect taxes. Queens and kings collect your taxes, man. The only reason they can rock with a king or a queen is because you don't have one right now. HaWah ain't been hearing you, man, because you ain't been KTC. Though they turn into other gods to this day, to this day, to this day, my nigga. Halal HaWah. Shalakah. Forgive us, HaWah. Forgive us, HaWah. We're not just searching for David, you know, um, for show. You know, this ain't for show. Why do we seek the king? Why do we seek the king forever? Why do we seek the Khan forever? We know that Israel wanted to be like the other nations. We know that they started requiring a king because the other nations had a king. So HaWah gave them a king. Who was that king? Was it David? No, not at first. It was King Saul. And Saul wasn't cool. Saul was not cool to you. He ruled like a king, heartless. He took their things. He took their stuff. He violated the Nagas. So Israel cried out. and through the great Ruach, the great Ak of Samuel, David was anointed as a Khan, not a king, but a Khan. He ruled like a Khan, not a king. He was the correction. So whether or not Israel, meant to get the Khan, they got the Khan who ruled KTC. Was he perfect? Ah, not very many Davids are going to be perfect. But did he choose up? Yeah, he chose up. And that's what you can expect a David to do. Everyone has to grow. Everyone makes mistakes. There are a few sinless men, but that's if you're talking David's daddy. Yeshai, that's if you're talking Moses' daddy. Amram, that's if you're talking Benjamin. Manasseh, that's if you're talking Kiliab or Daniel or King David's bond with Abigail. So King David, his dad was a sinless man. Yeshai died without sin. He never transgressed the code. To be sinless doesn't, mean some version of perfection that you cannot attain. It means that you never put a power before your power, right? Exodus 20 got a sin code. What does it mean to be sinless, my man? HaWah spoke all these words saying, I am HaWah, your power, who brought you out the land of bondage, Egypt, out the house of bondage. Rule number 1, thou shalt have no other power before me. No graven image, nor any likeness. All this is the same commandment, which is why the Paleo Hebrew and the Los Lunas, Decalogue stone in New Mexico has 9 commandments listed, because this first one or these first 2 are actually one. It's the same transgression. No other gods before me, no graven image, no other manner of likeness or anything in heaven above, that is in the earth beneath, that is in the water underneath. Don't bow down to him. Don't put nothing before me. It's all the same transgression before you get into don't take my name in vain. You know what I'm saying? Remember the Shabbat. This is the code we're talking about. Thou shalt not bow down unto these other powers, man, nor serve them, or for I, HaWah, your power, am a jealous power. And people try to mock the Creator and say, what kind of God is that? I don't want to serve a jealous God. That sounds like so da 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 da. You don't understand the relationship. That's your problem. You ain't KTC. You don't even understand what it's like to have a father and to call another father your father in front of your father's face. And you say he's not going to feel jealous and hurt. Who's translating it as jealous? Did the Creator say the word jealous? So don't take jealous and go crazy. Oh, what kind of God is jealous? The Creator never said the word jealous, man. You just want the Creator not to be, connected right to the heart bone, right to the mind bone of his people, of her people. Ama Abba, framer, shaper, mother, father. We read about wisdom. We read about how mama feels about this. We include mama because mama's always been there from the beginning, my nigga. Now she ain't included in no Trinity. Now you got your Father, Son, and your Holy Ghost. Where's your mama? Oh, she just comes and goes. Huh? That's blasphemy, man. That's hijack city. That's why HaWah is, quote, jealous. If that's how you want to translate it in your English spell. HaWah is hurt. HaWah is devastated. 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 that our people are choosing lesser power. Power that's not even a power. We're choosing an illusion. We're hurting our creator. We're choosing the matrix. All religion brings you to hijack city. You got a KTC. We're not talking religion. This code is a frequency. And this is how you get an entire nation on board. This is how you code up around a code that already exists. This is how you get a nigga and a naga. This is how you turn a nigga to a naga and pop off in that 432. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, HaWah is a devastated power visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. How do you hate the Creator? Back up. Have no other gods before me. You do that, you're causing hate. You put another God, another power before your source, you're putting it before yourself. You are hating on yourself. You are your number one hater. You are your adversary. You are your Hasatan. You are your own Satan, man. You are your own devil. Don't talk about the devil. You must hate yourself if you hate the Creator. The children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. How? Because you're putting another power before me. It could be money. It could be Jesus. It could be Muhammad. It could be whatever they're teaching you to pray to, whoever's teaching you. But if your tribe ain't teaching you, then you're learning wrong. In your church, if it's not your tribe, and how do you know it's your tribe? Because they're KTC, my naga. And if you ain't got no one KTC teaching you, then man, you out of tune. You out of whack. You bamboozled, dog. You backwards pimping. You ain't getting nowhere with this. But you know, HaWah got a lot of mercy. And even though you hate HaWah, can you keep putting other powers before HaWah? You can't keep Shabbat, right? Because you dollar bill, y'all. Dollar bill. You don't trust the Creator to put you in a better situation because you're keeping the Shabbat? It's happened to me. I know it would happen to you. But you can't put another God before HaWah. This is the time to pop off. Hey, I'm really proud of you, my Nagas. You know, I'm speaking the way I'm speaking because I feel it in my heart bone. I mean no disrespect to nobody. I just really mean this because we need each other and we need to trust each other. And we're tired of looking over our back at our own people who try to stab us in the back because they don't agree with something, because they ain't vibing to something, or because they want too damn much. They don't come solid. They don't come complete. They come over here trying to be completed. You got to be complete. You got a KTC. HaWah completes you. Then you come over here to build. Don't come over here looking for someone to complete you. Oh, I needed this. I needed that. You too needy. That's your problem. You know what you need? You need to keep the code. But I keep the code. Do you? You need to meditate on it. Because something got your frequency out of whack. It's impossible. It's impossible to come in a hijack vibe when you are KTC. That is an impossibility, my nut. No other power before HaWah. But see, HaWah got love for you, even though you hate HaWah by not keeping the code. He only visits the iniquity of the fathers upon the children into the third and fourth generation. Now, yeah, that means that second generation is going to be getting that work. Deuteronomy 28, you dig? That third generation is going to be getting that work. That fourth generation is going to be getting that work. Maybe. You know, third and fourth, maybe. I mean, which generation are we in to where we have been getting that work since our ancestors put any other power before our creator, broke the code? That's why they over here. That's why the hijack here. That's why we going through this, my noggin. But we don't blame our ancestors because we are our ancestors. So you got to blame yourself, man. You got to take accountability and say, Shalak Ha. Shalak HaWah. Forgive us. Forgive us for putting any powers before you. We are KTC. We are ready to pop off, to be a tribe again, to be in one vibe again, to flourish again, to be the head, not the tail, once again and forever. Because we know, HaWah, that you show mercy unto the 1,000th generation of them that love you and keep the code, keep my commandments. Mercy. We ask for mercy, HaWah, because you show mercy unto the 1,000th generation of them that love you. That means that my Naga, let's say that no one else KTC before us. The fact that you're KTC, keeping the code, keeping the commandments, HaWah may choose to show Baruch to 1,000 of your generations, even if they are lost. HaWah may still give them blessings, give them Baruch, because you were KTC. And showing mercy unto the 1,000th generation of them that give me that Ahab. How do you give the creator Ahab? You keep my commandments. You KTC, keep the code. In order to tribe up against any adversary, you need to tribe up around a code, my noggin. You already have it embedded in you. I didn't have to make it up. Exodus 20 got us in code. Exodus 20 is a code that you can build a community with because you know that no one's going to bring no strange God to your land. No one's going to take HaWah's name in vain. Vanity. Naga, what's vanity? Before we get back to this continent, so we can be uninterrupted. What does it mean to be vain, man? Empty, worthless, having no substance, value, or importance. Fruitless. Wow. Ineffectual. All attempts, all efforts are vain. Proud of petty things, trifling attainments. Elevated with a high opinion of one's own accomplishments. Or with things more showy than valuable, conceited, vain. Empty, yeah. Empty, worthless. Don't make my name worthless, my naga. It's not just, oh, don't use the name of HaWah worthlessly. It's literally, don't make my name worthless. What is the name of HaWah? Right? What is that HaWah hitting for? Because we want to know what name is being made worthless in Prester John 65. Excuse us as we make a victory lap, Monogamy. We in Prester John 65, man. These are 2-3 hour drops apiece. Hundreds of hours of recon, leading up to them, hundreds of hours of recon afterwards. Thousands of hours of recon collectively. Monogamy, we are in Prester John 65. So, this is a victory lap for anyone just tuning in. That when they say Yahweh, They're getting it from an 1869 hypothetical reconstruction. They are hypothesizing about your Yahweh. Hey, quick, what's Yahweh backward? HaWah, HaWah, HaWah. Let's go. They backwards pimping. Hypothetical reconstruction of the Yod, hey, Vav, hey, right? HWH. Why would they put the Y on it though? You're going to ask where the Y came from, because if they're getting it from this and we're getting back to a primitive root verb based on the assumption, so they're in hypothetical world, the hijack to get to Yahweh had to hypothesize and assume that the tetragrammaton is the imperfective, you see how backwards they talk, of the Hebrew verb HaWah. I can't make this stuff up. I'm not making this up. And it happens to be the fifth and the sixth letter in the Picto-Paleo. Ha, Wah, before you get your Zion, rest, weapon, cut off that. Your food. I mean, I don't want to be fruitless. I don't want to be empty. But what are we being empty about? We're being empty about Hawa, earlier form of Heya. So some say Heya. We go back to the earlier primitive prime frequency because we believe in frequency. And Hawa just hits a little different than Heya, right? It's a slight change in frequencies. We got to go back home. Hawa. It's the fifth and sixth letter of Picto-Paleo Hebrew. Not Heya, but Hawa. What does Hawa mean? Was or is, in the sense of the one who is the existing. Sounds like the creator to me. That's why they got the Yahweh, and that's why they say Yah, Yah, Yah. And again, we don't say, look, man, looky here, man. We're just talking Hawa, right? And you've seen this before. And this is not the all-in, be-all. And, I want to clarify, right? Because, we have our own language. So when we say Yah, I don't believe it means the same as when they say Yah. I don't believe that they made up the sound Yah. I believe that they hijack that sound, like they hijack frequency, like they hijack everything. And they created, this narrative that is the name of Hawa, of the creator, is now this Yah, right? But in their frequency, because do you think they can hijack the actual frequency of Hawa, of the creator? No, that's why you never hear of it, but you see it everywhere. Hawaii, Josh Hawa, you see the Hawa everywhere. But why were they allowed to hijack this frequency? Again, I don't have nothing against Yah. I have everything against using Yah as an exclamation of defiance in their language as their God, right? So now they've created a duplication. If you're talking about our indigenous Yah, like Jeremiah, right? Got it. Like uh what is it? Hosea? I mean, however you know, use your pronunciations, you know what I'm saying? Mariah. I mean, all these languages, all these are Hebraic flows, you know what I'm saying? All these are indigenous flows. So there was another one. Isaiah, right? Jeremiah, Isaiah, right? So, you hear that Yah in our indigenous flow, but they're not using that Yah as this is the creator's name. You know what I'm saying? It was hijacked like Yahoo as an exclamation of defiance or dismissal. So when they put the Yah on it and give us Yahweh, right? Back to the Yahweh, now they put an exclamation of defiance on the way, right? But the way is just the Wa, like HaWah, the earlier form of Heya, right? Heya. Okay, okay. So now that we understand Heya, right? They put that Ya in there for a reason. Earlier form is HaWah. So when they put the exclamation of defiance, they put it on the Wa, right? They put it on your shaper. Your shaper is that which shapes you. What shapes you is the frequency. They literally are reshaping the frequency. They keep doing this time and time again. So we get our frequency back, we don't see two-dimensional and say, oh, anything with the sound Yah is bad. No, because Hosea, Josiah, Jeremiah, Mariah, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful flow. We're just saying, when they take that and turn that into the, ineffable name, you know what I'm saying? You got to comprehend, man. What does it mean? What does the Yah mean? We know what it means in Picto. We know what it means in Paleo. And we know it means an exclamation of defiance as they are bringing it into your consciousness. And if they're calling on Yah and you're calling on Yah, if the hijack calls on Yah and you call on Yah, how does the hijack have the name and you have the name? When no one anymore wants to refer to the earlier form of the primitive root verb, which is Hawa verb, ha, Haw, ka, oh, to fall out, come to pass, become, or be. Has the Creator fallen out? Deuteronomy 28. Are you keeping the code? Have you come to pass? Or are we just talking the existence? What does it say here? The one who is the existing. Ka. Administered, act, allotted. I am that I am, appeared, applied, became his and lived. So we're talking life, which is why Eve or Kawa has that frequency of Hawa. Kawa, the name for Eve, life, is and lived. Became, become, becomes, becoming, been done, befallen, being, belonged, came into being. Continue. We've been talking continents, right? Yeah, man. Exist. Exhausted. Oh, Hawa is a jealous God. They say he's exhausted with you falling, right? Hawa has given. Hawa has gave. Hawa has formed you. Managa, Hawa happens. It's all happening. Are you keeping the code? Are you living? All this is in a primitive root verb. And the earth was without form. The earth was formless. Let there be light. So when you're seeing was and be and is, all that is Hawa. Anything with is or to be or anything becoming is Hawa. Because Hawa's existence, you can't have nothing that be without Hawa. You can't have nothing that was without the frequency, the mem sauce. We're talking Hawa. We're talking Hawa. So I can't make this up. I can't just make up a situation that we go through that and then get into the Picto-Paleo, the Hebrew language, and we start to read down into this story, this El or this Aleph, right? This strong power goes into the house, the Bat, which is the floor plan, which is you, the family, the tribe. Managa, this is what's happening right here to you, right here in Drop Nation. We in Prester John 65, digging on cellos, man. And we in that flow, man. Halal HaWah, right? We're talking to be, to become, to be established. What they call, Heya, which we know the earlier form is HaWah, is the existing. Yahweh backwards is HaWah. We dodge their yahs because we dodge their defiance because we don't want no defiance towards our creator. They turn the wahs to yahs to show an exclamation of defiance or dismissal from 1812. This is the reset, my naga. This is the Kumse War. The Kumse War is going down at the same time, having the last Tecumseh and the Israelites. That was the last stand for Israel right there, man. The Chickamauga Dragon Canoe, 1812, man. He dies in 1812, man. Then those more and more treaties started popping up more, you know what I mean? Exclamation of defiance or dismissal towards our creator. Then they put the Yah on the Wah. The defiance on the Wah. What's the Wah? Back to the Hebrew. Because we can't make this stuff up, right? Aleph, Bat, Gam, right? Strong power enters the tribe, the family, the house. Gam is the foot, which means you're gathering. I can't make this stuff up. We're walking, my naga. Welcome to Joy World. Now we're gathering, we're tribing up. We're on the move. We move through a entrance, a hanging entrance, a portal, my naga. We start to hang out, right? We move through a door, Khan. So the Aleph, the Bat, the Gam, the door, the Ha. Look, reveal, breath. Your mama got her arms raised up. That's your breath. When you inhale, that's feminine. When you exhale, that's masculine. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Framer, shaper, framer, shaper. Hawa is life. To inhale, to breathe is life, is existence, unless you are taking the Creator's name in vain and now you have no life. That's what we're getting to, right? Exodus 20 got us in code. What is vanity? What does it mean to be vain? Empty, worthless, having no life, having no substance, no value, no importance, fruitless, no life. But you done walked through that door. That strong power entered your house. You started to move, gather, walk through a door. We are Drop Nation. You got that 432 cello. First person to greet you is your mama. They say a man. Nah, man. Nah, man. That's Big Mama with her arms raised up. That's wisdom. That's that Proverbs flow. That's that Proverbs 2 in your face bone. Then you get your what? Wah. Not your Vav. See how they put the V's instead of the W's? Why do you think they switched the W to a V? My naga, why do you think they switched the Wah to Yah? If the hijack is calling on it, how could you possibly be agreeing with something of such great importance? Because we don't want to have no vanity. We don't want to have no substance. Come on, man. Hijack City. Get out. Man, see, they're just going to hijack us like that, man. You don't want to have no value. You don't want to have no importance, do you? You don't want to be worthless. But if you don't have your breath, your mama, my naga, you are worthless. So they take your breath as an exclamation of defiance or dismissal. That becomes the Yahweh, right? Or the Yahweh, which is the Wah. The way is the Wah. The way is the Wah, the sixth letter of the paleo, which means you're added security, you're hooked. That means you're hooked in, you're foundational, you're 10 toes down, firm, fixed, immovable. You're you got added security, man, because your mama just gave you that secure breath, that tent peg, right? That keeps the foundation of that house, that tent. Remember that house, that family, that tribe? The Wah is going to keep your tribe together. That's your framer and your shaper. Your framer in the Papuva, according to the Maya, Kishe. The framer is taking the ingredients. Big Mama, wisdom, is taking the ingredients. Shekinah is taking the ingredients, giving you that ruach, making a fine meal out of them ingredients, making a beautiful meal for you to eat, so that when you get to your Zan, you got your food, my nugget. If you don't have the Creator by now, don't wait till you get to your yard to get your yah. You don't got your Creator by the time you got your food. I got nothing against the yah. I got nothing against Isaiah or Jeremiah or Nehemiah. Our Yah is hijack free. Their Yah is an exclamation of defiance. It is not the Creator's name. It literally means work, hand, throw, or worship. Is the Creator's name worship, or is it I am? HaWah, I am. H1961. I am that I am. I mean, we're just talking Exodus. Exodus 13. Halal HaWah. Let's get it over here, man. Be on that play. No, Shalak, Exodus 3. I'm on that play. I am that I am. Verse 13. And Moses said unto HaWah, Behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, The power of your fathers have sent me unto you, they shall say to me, What is his name? So we're just getting it right from the source, right? HaWah is responding to Moshe. This is what I want you to call me. This is what I want the children to call me personally. Maybe not the whole world, but between me and you, between me and the tribe. And HaWah said unto Moses, I am that I am. He didn't say worship. They say the Yah is the Yah. The word, did HaWah say my name is worship, throw, work, or hand? I'm all good with the Yah. I love the Yah like I love every single one of these Aleph bets. This Yah, I'm good with you. I'm good with you. But I don't like how they made the Yud, man. I don't like how they converted, this into the actual breath of security. Where's your mama? When you talk Yah, you don't even think about your mama. You just think about a man. We say HaWah. We know that wisdom is with our shaper. And our shaper, according to the Papuva, is he that molds you, shapes you. I shaped you in my image. I molded you out of clay. You get shaped in the frequency, my naga. We getting shaped in that 432 right now. Everything is held together by vibration, through frequency. So with your wah, when they put defiance on it, they're putting defiance on your actual security. They're putting defiance on your frequency. My naga, I can't make this up. That the primitive I am that I am, the primitive HaWah, is also the fifth and sixth letter before you get your Zan, your Zayin, your food, your cutoff, your nourishment, your Shabbat. Then you build your wall, man. Hey, we about to build our fence, man. Shout out to Joy World. Help us build a fence, Banaga. Blue, purple, red, white, linen, gold thread. It's going to be a great task. But Drop Nation, we can do it. We will do it. And it's going to feel so yapa to see us build in real time. Halal HaWah. Hit me up. Music at 432thedrop.com to help us build this fence. Halal HaWah. Tent wall. So you need your Zan. You need your food. You need your nourishment. Who makes the food? A man with his arms raised? Nah, that's mama. That's your real revelation, right? Then you get your security, your foundation, your vibration, which is your shaper, and your framer has taken the ingredients and literally framed it, literally put it, into a beautiful masterpiece, put the ingredients together. She gave you the breath. I mean, read Proverbs 2, read Proverbs 1, dig on mama, so she's always already there with her arms up right when you walk through the door, right after you have started to walk and gather, right after HaWah has entered your house, your home, your ruach, man. I mean, your tribe, what I'm saying, has entered your mind bone. This works on every level because this is the actual coding. The Aleph bet is the coding. We're talking frequency all the way to the Tau, and they have hijacked the Tau. They put Isus on the Tau. Hijack City. We take Isus off, stomp him out, and take our Tau back. We take our Andrew's cross back. You know what I'm saying? We take our mock here, our mark back. We take our monument, our signal, and our sign back. This is the time. This is where we're going. X marks the spot. Welcome to Joy World. HaWah entered your house. You gathered. You move through a door. You got your breath, your security. You got your HaWah. Then you got your Zan. You got your food, mana. So if you don't move with the breath of security, then you're moving in vanity. And what's vanity? Having no value, having no importance. You're worthless. You're empty. You're fruitless. Because Exodus 20 got us in code. No other gods before me. Don't make no images. Don't bow down to them. Rule number 1. Rule number 2. Hey, thou shalt not take the name of HaWah in vain. Don't be fruitless with the name HaWah. You know, if you don't show importance to your own breath, you are empty. If you don't show importance to your own security, Managa, you are fruitless. You are empty. You are nothing. You don't exist. You don't have HaWah. But HaWah is the one who is existing. Earlier form of Heya is HaWah. Is the I am that I am. You go to I am that I am. Let's dig. Let's look closer at it. Let's see if it gets us back into the existence. See what the Strongs is looking like. We're just talking about HaWah. HaWah. I am to be, become, come to pass, exist, happen, fall out. It's all happening, occur, take place, come about, come to pass. Hey, they're getting closer, huh? Hey, yeah. Or we just talking HaWah, I am. Because, Moshe said, now they like to say, I am that, right? Or I am who, Asir. The who is not a part of the name. It's just something relative to. But the name is I am. The name is existence, which is why this is what you are to say to the Israelites. Who? The Israelites. Who? The tribe. Khan. I am has sent me. Who? I am, or this Aya, which is the Strong's Hebrew 1961, we were just digging on. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. Become, have been, become. Anything that becomes, anything that is HaWah, is the eternal frequency, Manai. I am, Hebrew 1961. I am Heya, or earlier form of Heya is HaWah. It's very simple. I'm not making this up. It's in your Pictopaleo. It's your HaWah. Before they put the Yahweh, why does the Yah have to be included? We're just talking I am. The Yah has nothing to do with I am. They're just training you to put it there as an exclamation of defiance or dismissal to HaWah. You're not putting the yod, man. You're not saying worship HaWah. Because HaWah didn't ask you to say, my name is worship HaWah. HaWah said, I am HaWah. I am. I am to be, to become, to exist. I have lasted, Managi. I have waited. We've been patiently waiting. Come to pass. So we don't take HaWah's name in vain. You can call the creator whatever you please, man. That's your prerogative. Do what you do, but just understand why we call on HaWah. The existing, the breath of security, the foundational revelation, the added look, my noggin. Halal HaWah. Exodus 20 got us in code. This is Prester John 65. It's all about the code. And then we're going to do, a nice dismount into some of what we talked in the last Prester Hour. I'm glad you're digging on that. Get that Prester Hour every Monday. What is it? 11:30 Pacific time now. I'm still framing and shaping our TDR schedule. You've been excellent and patient with us, and I can give you nothing but true gratitude, max gratitude, ThaWaDa. So, rule number 1, no images, no power before me. Got it. Rule number 2, don't be worthless. Don't be fruitless by taking your own breath of security in vain. Rule number 3, keep your Shabbat, my Naga. Remember the Shabbat. Keep it holy. 6 days labor, do your work. 7th day is a Shabbat. And again, we don't know our times and laws. We don't know where to count from, where to start. But my Naga, we do it together. All these days are ours. Wednesday ain't Thoth Miraculous Day. Miraculous Mercury Day. Miraculous Wednesday. That don't belong to Thoth, nor does Saturday belong to Saturn. I don't care about what we call the days. HaWah is not saying Saturday. HaWah said the 7th day. Yes, we are on the Gregorian calendar. Yes, we are all jammed up in our times and laws. No, I'm not claiming that the Saturday we know of must be the actual original 7th day, nor can I claim any day as the actual 7th day, and nor can you, because we just don't know this stuff right now. But I like to boycott every Saturday because it's the busiest shopping day of the entire week, and I feel like we can shut shit down if no Naga spent no money from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. And we close our gates, and we show solidarity and show them power by not spending no money. And that's an economic plan. That's economic empowerment. That's an economic blow. And that's a frequency war. We're talking currency, my nigga. So remember your Shabbat. You count your 6 days and you rest, my nigga. No one's going to do no work. Your son, your daughter, your manservant, anybody you got working for you, your secretary, your cattle, nor your stranger within your gates, my naga. You close your gates, for in 6 days HaWah made the heaven and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested on the Shabbat, rested on the 7th day. When? The 7th day. One El HaWah. Aleph, Bat, Gam, Dal, Ha, Wah, Zan. 7th day, 7th letter. Food, cut off. Nourish. If you ain't nourishing yourself once a week, taking a frequency bath with some cellos, evening to evening. You let the sun exhaust its energy, start a new cycle, and keep your Shabbat anew with that brand new cycle. As the sun comes back around to you, you get that full 24-hour rest. You get that nourishment. Sundown to sundown. Close your gates, or else you just wake up with open gates, man. Come on, man. It's the fourth quarter, man. We just popping off. Exodus 20 got us in code. Everybody's resting. Gates are closed. 6 days HaWah made the heaven and the earth and the sea and all that's in them rested on the seventh day. Wherefore HaWah Baruch that Shabbat and hallowed it. Honor your frame and your shape of your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon the land which HaWah gave you. Don't burn her. No more smoking on the homies. Ain't no more smoking on no packs. Thou shalt not murder, man. This was given to Israel. This was given to Israelites. If the hijacks on your land, this don't apply to them. This applies to your brother. This applies to your sister. Thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against your neighbor. If you weren't there to witness it for real, don't even speak on it. Don't even open your mouth to invite someone to think negatively or any type of way just to coerce your agenda on somebody or your opinion on somebody. Don't bear false witness, man, because that's very serious to HaWah. You'll lose that mem sauce real quick, real fast. And number 9, don't covet your brother's house. Let his stuff be his stuff. Let his Ferrari be his Ferrari. Let his watch be his watch. Let his girl be his girl. Sisters, let her man be her man. Let her things be her stuff. Don't have that hatred towards your sister because you want what's theirs, man. That takes us outside of our frequency. Thou shalt not covet your neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is your neighbor's. And all the people perceived the thunderings and the lightnings and the voice of the horn and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they trembled and stood afar off. And they said unto Moshe, speak with us, we will hear, but let not HaWah speak with us, because we gonna die if this dragon comes too close, right? Oh, we're just talking Psalms 18, you know. In my distress, I called upon HaWah. David's crying up to the power directly. The earth shake and it quaked. Uh-oh. And here comes HaWah, right? Because, of course, you know, HaWah is my rock, right? HaWah, right? The Lord, right? It said the Lord, right? Let's look a little closer at this Lord business, man. Just digging on it with you, man. Let's see what we got here, Managa. I mean, the Lord is my rock, my fortress, my deliverer, my power, my HaWah is my rock. Oh, the Lord, they're getting it from this, Yahweh. Wait a minute. So you telling me that every time they say Lord in the Bible, they're just referring to Yahweh? And every time they're referring to Yahweh, they're referring to a hypothetical assumption or imperfective of an actual Hebrew verb, picto-paleo root verb called HaWah, which is the existing. So every time they're talking Yahweh, they're actually talking HaWah. Managa, this is online etymology dictionary. I can't make this up. It's the fifth and the sixth letter of the Picto-Paleo Hebrew. HaWah, HaWah, HaWah. I can't make this up. It's here in your face bone. They try to ignore because everyone's hooked on something. Nobody want to be wrong. That means you're in vain. That means you're worthless because you're not calling on your breath of security. That means you're fruitless because you don't got no secure breath. No HaWah. No HaWah. Which they're calling Yahweh. So every time we see Yahweh, we say HaWah. Every time we see Lord, Wah. Not because we're interjecting, it's because it's what they're talking about. Yahweh, they put their power in there. But you got to reverse it. Yahweh reverse. Yahweh reverse. HaWah. HaWah. They said Lord. Huh? They said Lord. But they meant HaWah. The primitive root verb. Original word. Got it. Okay. So when they say Lord, what do we say? I am that I am. Say to the people, to Israel, I am has sent me to you. HaWah has sent me to you. The people, Moses asked God, or did Moses ask Aya, or did Moses ask Yahweh, or did Moses ask HaWah, right? HaWah, I am. So this is real, a standard primitive indigenous flow, a framer shaper connection where you can see your mother and your father right there in your face bone. You can see mama with her arms raised high right there in your face bone. Because Exodus 20 got us in code. And where it says, and the Lord said to Moshe, let's get it back in Psalms 18. Hope you're enjoying just the great, scripture flow for Prester John 65. As I got a lot of tabs open. I haven't even clicked on one of them yet. I didn't expect to go this particular flow in depth, but I know it's the fourth wave, and I know we need it. And I know we need to get it like it's the first time for my new wave surfers and my OG original balcony surfers. You know what I'm saying? So that you can explain it with a dragonfly perspective and make it simple. It shouldn't be that complex anymore to talk about Picto-Paleo Hebrew, etymology, Strong's concordance and lexicon, and put that all together into the story of your framer and shaper that has fallen out with you. Why? Because we out of code, Deuteronomy 28. We about to get that. Let's go. Come on, my Naga, we just popping off, man. What you forgot? Hey, a wave surfers know what time it is. When they say Lord, they're saying HaWah. Okay, let's go back. HaWah is my rock. HaWah is my fortress. Yeah, we're talking dragons, man. HaWah is my rock. HaWah is the horn of my salvation. HaWah is my safety, my security, my Wah, my security. The Lord is my rock. No, HaWah is my rock, my fortress, my deliverer, my power, my rock. In him I take refuge, my shield, my horn of salvation, my high tower. Praised I cry is HaWah, Halal HaWah. And I am saved by Jesus? No, by HaWah, your only Savior, Isaiah 43. Did you forget? Yahweh? No, that's not in here, sir. You have to infuse and syncretize a doctrine. We're just connecting reality that only the Creator can save us. That's reality. I am saved from my enemies. However HaWah saves Dawi is how I want HaWah to save me. The cords of death encompassed me. The floods of Belial assailed me. Hijack came with the vaccine. Hijack came with the tenderoni. The cord of Sheol surrounded me. The snares of death confronted me. In my distress, I called upon HaWah, Lord, HaWah. And I cried unto my power out of his temple. He heard my voice. And my cry came before him into his ears. We just got this, right? Don't it hit a little different this time? Don't it hit a little different? Repetition breaks the spell. Then the earth did shake and quake. The foundations, also the mountains did tremble. They were shaking because he was wroth. Why is HaWah wroth? Why is HaWah wroth? Didn't we just read, oh, I am a jealous God? Oh, jealous, or is HaWah wroth? Is HaWah devastated that the children can be so stubborn sometimes? So cruel sometimes. Oh, I am HaWah, your power. I'm a jealous God. Because what? You should have no other power before me. You shouldn't have no graven images. No Jesus on the cross. You shouldn't be making no likeness of these things. Anything in heaven above. You ain't supposed to be bowing down to no images of dragons. No nothing. No nothing. But HaWah can come in the likeness of a dragon. But it doesn't mean that you worship the image of a dragon. HaWah can come in the likeness of a man, but it don't mean you worship the image of a man. HaWah can come in the likeness of a dragonfly or a butterfly. It don't mean you start worshiping dragonflies and butterflies. No other powers. That's why HaWah is wroth. In my distress, I called upon HaWah directly. He was wroth. So what likeness did HaWah choose to express his wrothness when it came to redeeming Israel? Smoke arose out of his nostrils, fire out of his mouth, coals flamed forth. He bowed the heavens also and came down, and thick darkness was under his feet. HaWah has feet. In this particular likeness, he came with feet, he came with nostrils, and fire out of his mouth. Remember, my cry came before him into his ears. So he has ears, nostrils, a mouth, and feet. And he rode upon a cherub and did fly. Is that how they're translating? Or did he just fly and swoop down upon the wings of the wind? We got wings. We got flight and feet, nostrils, and fire out of his mouth, man. And he will hear when David does his battle cry. Why do you seek HaWah and King David? So if you can name something else that has fire out of his mouth, you know, flying on the wings of the wind, and smoke out of their nose, then you can, give some other explanation. But we're talking about something flying with smoke out of it, nose, and fire out of his mouth. And, we're going to take that into this cloud business because, his pavilion round about him, darkness of waters, thick clouds of the sky. And we were just talking about Israel following this cloud by day, pillar of fire, coals flame forth from him, fire out of his mouth did devour. Um, thick clouds, cloud by day, pillar of fire by night. So this is why, the children of Israel were like, yeah, why don't you talk to HaWah? We're going to blaze this way because we ain't trying to get burnt by this dragon fire. Because all the people saw the thundering and they saw the lightnings and the voice of the horn, okay, and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they trembled and stood far off, and they said unto Moses, speak thou with us, and we will hear you. All right, we're going to hear, but let not HaWah speak with us, because we're going to die, man. That dragon is live. He is live. That's a live dragon. And Moshe said unto the people, fear not, don't trip. I know this dragon form is popping off with the creator. It's a little scary. HaWah is come to prove you, all right? And that his fear may be before you, that you sin not. So he just want to make sure he scare you a little bit so you don't get out of code. Like, that's how important it is to keep the code. If HaWah got to come to you as a dragon to get you to keep the code, whatever it takes. And the people stood afar off, and Moses drew near unto the thick darkness where HaWah was. And HaWah said unto Moshe, thus thou shalt say to the children of Israel, to the world, no. To the earth, no. To every tribe, no. To one tribe, yes. The children of Israel. You yourselves have seen that I have talked with you from heaven. Just imagine this dragon popping off. All right. And that's not the creator in fullness. It is a likeness that the creator is choosing to express in this particular battle cry, whether we're talking Psalms 18 or we're talking, Moshe and getting these commandments and getting out of captivity. We're talking fire by, pillar of fire by night, okay? Cloud by day. We're going to get to this cloud. Let's go. This is Prester John 65. Took a long time to get here. We're going to take our time with this, man. It's a privileged place to be at. 65 installments, searching for HaWah and khandrop. So the purpose of bringing you through all this with the code is so that you first seek HaWah. Then once you know your KTC, it's okay to start, all this other stuff we got up, it's okay to jump into, just all the great drop we about to drop. You know what I'm saying? We about to get back into the investigation itself. You know what I'm saying? This mixed coalto flow, the Raja Hiraja Chola flow, the Prester John Pani and Solar Empire. Did a black man discover the fountain of youth, the San Banyan River, the Georgian Bragantini dynasty, the Hanan, Canaan, the Anion, the Kavera, all the stuff we love. But if we don't have the code, we ain't got nothing. We're just doing it with vanity. This is Prester John 65. So, no, HaWah did not speak to everybody. He spoke to the children of Israel. That's you, my Nadi. You yourselves have seen. I've talked to you with that. I talk with you from heaven. You shall not make with me gods of silver or gods of gold. You shall not make unto you, man. Back to rule number 1. One more time. Tell the children, remind them, just don't have no other power before me. An altar of earth thou shalt make unto me, and shalt sacrifice thereon your burnt offerings, your peace offerings, your sheep, your oxen, and every place where I cause my name to be mentioned, I will come into you and bless or baruch you. Now, why sacrifice these innocent sheep, these innocent kids, right? These unblemished kids, right? Or these goats or these sheep? Because back in the day, you had the Magi magic to, instead of that bad karma coming and hitting you right in your face, you could actually use an unblemished, innocent animal as a buffer so that you didn't have to take that punishment. Karma catches up to you, but instead of that karma hitting you, it would hit that sheep instead. It would hit that oxen instead. And you made such a travesty out of this. You made such a bloody mess that HaWah said, man, your sacrifices are detestable. I don't even want them no more. Because you ain't learning nothing. You ain't learning your lesson. You're just killing a bunch of innocent animals, goats, sheep, oxen. I value their life more than yours at this point because you ain't KTC. And there went the sacrifices. That's why we don't sacrifice today. We popping off Joy World, and let me be abundantly clear, we are not sacrificing any animals on our land. Get that out your head bone right away. Don't come over here with your chickens about to start doing nothing. If you want to go get some chicken, you go to KFC, my night. We ain't taking no lives of the animals so that you can fill your belly. You need to grow some stuff. You need to, live a Baruch lifestyle, my naga, that doesn't involve the death of anything innocent, especially when you don't even know what you're putting in your body. But now we don't do these sacrifices now because HaWah, has gotten fed up with that. Right now, we've been sacrificed. You've been sacrificed. The American Holocaust, Khan. Now you got that work. You're the sacrifice. You're on the cross. You're on the towel. Ain't no JC on the towel for you. Ain't no human sacrifice gonna take away your out of codeness. Your what's sin, my naga? That's being out of code. And that towel, that cross stick, that towel, that mark, that sign. Now it's a mark and a sign for somebody else's covenant, not yours, right? Now it's about Christianity. But this is the most indigenous symbol on the earth. 2 cross sticks, man. HaWah said, take one hand, the stick of Joseph, and another hand, the stick of Judah, put them together. Right, that's the Ezekiel flow. 2 cross sticks. to get your marquee, your mark, your monument, promised land. Why do we KTC? Because HaWah popped off and we made an agreement with the creator to not call another daddy, another ama. And if you make me an altar of stone, thou shalt not build it of hewn stones, for if you lift up your tool upon it, thou hast profaned it, neither shall you go up by steps into my altar, that thy nakedness be not covered thereof. Hey, show some respect. Cover yourself up. This is the code. You come to our land, you keep the code, you KTC, you are with me. Forget your past, walk into the future, KTC, do the right thing. No power before power, no images, man. No vanity with your breath of security. Keep your Shabbat, honor your framer and your shaper. Don't kill your brother. Don't commit adultery, Managi. Be an honest Ak and an honest Akwa to yourselves. And definitely don't commit adultery by calling on another power, because now you're back to Hosea 3. Now you're back to Hosea 3. And HaWah said unto me, go let you love a woman beloved of her friend and an adulteress, even as HaWah loves the children of Israel, like a woman, like a harlot, like an adulteress. So I brought her to me for 15 pieces of silver. I'm going to buy that harlot. I'll buy that harlot. And a homer of barley and a half homer of barley. You're going to be a harlot? You're going to be a hoe? I'm going to buy that hoe. You can't work for nobody else no more. I'll buy you. You want me to buy you? You for sale, Israel? Israel, is you for sale? And I said unto her, you will sit solitary for me many days. You shall not be no hoe no more, Israel. You shall not be no harlot. You shall not play the harlot. You shall not be any man's wife, man. HaWah is just saying, KTC, don't put no power before me. Don't call on no other God, no other power. Rule number 1. Hosea 3 is about rule number 1. Don't play no harlot, no other gods. For the children of Israel will sit solitary many days without your power, without no king, without no khan, without no prince, without no sacrifice. Nah, that's done. Without a pillar, effort, teraphim. But you know what? I am merciful. I will show mercy on Israel. I will show mercy on Jacob. I will show mercy on my children. Afterwards, the children of Israel return. The children of Hasharala. Yosef, we popping off, man. Hasharala. You're going to return and you're going to seek HaWah, your power. How do you seek the Creator? Come on. How do you seek the Creator? Exodus 20 got you in code. No murder, no adultery, no stealing, no false witnesses, man. If you weren't there, you ain't no witness. If you didn't see it, if you didn't personally hear it, you're not a witness. I can't even bear false witness on Genghis Khan because I wasn't there. All I can do is do the recon and try to put the story together in real time from what I can witness through the recon. But in reality, I would never know. We won't know until we know certain things. We're just seeking. But first, we have to seek HaWah. And that's the code. That's the frequency. No coveting, man. My stuff is my stuff. Your stuff is your stuff. That's the code. And Exodus 20 got us in code. So after you play that hoe, and I buy that hoe, and I tell you can't be no hoe no more. For the children of Israel, my children ain't gonna have nothing for a long time. They're gonna forget what the royalty is. They're gonna forget what a king looks like. It's gonna be no more in remembrance. Psalms 83, no more in remembrance. Last noble image, right? Prester John. Why do we seek David? Because after the children return and seek HaWah first, you can now get the nourishment back to the Picto Paleo Hebrew. You got your Aleph, you got your strong power through your family, you got your Bat, the Gam, your gathering, the Dal. Here we go. Make sure we good. Okay. Making a dismount, man. So you got your you gather, you tribe up, you go through the door, you got your HaWah, and then you get your food, your cut, your nourishment. What's that? That's your Dawi. That's your water. 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 Manage. Don't mess with my net, my noggin. Don't mess with my net, man. My noggin, did a black man discover the fountain of youth? After you seek HaWah, you keep the code, right? Now you got the keys because you tapped into the water. And when you tapped into the water, you need a shepherd to lead you to the water. A Prester, a Khan, a David, a Prester One. And the Prester One got the water. I mean, no one can really argue against the Prester and the water. How many baths did the entire tribe? How many baths in the Prester John letter did he say the tribe took in the fountain? That water. You know, you got the link. I'm leaving all these links in the drop chatter. Or, a lot of these, you got these on your ether packs. You know what I'm saying? This is brought to you by Ether Pack 1 and 2. Hey, you can click the links below if you have not got your ether packs. That's like our classroom syllabus. You know what I'm saying? Managa, you search for Prester John because he got the water, okay? You don't have to die. Death was not a part of our agreement when we KTC. You have living water, Managa. You have options. You forgot to deal with the devil. You making a deal with death, right? Because you think you must die. You think this is mythology, man? Why do you think you search for HaWah and then you get the keys to that water, to that mem sauce? Who got that mem sauce? Love to Yosef, man. Look out for mem sauce. We dropping it on you, man. It's a beautiful thing. Whoever drinks of his water, that mem sauce, 3 times without having eaten will have no illness for 30 years. And when he has drunk of it, he would feel as if he had the finest meat and spices. For it is full of HaWah's grace. A person who bathes, who what? Bathes, my naga. We're taking a sound bath in that cello. Love to Montana. We're taking a nice cello sound back because we bathing in that water. John the Baptist bathing in the fountain of youth was the original flow of the Prester John the Baptist. When he's baptizing, he's bringing you, whether you 100 or 1,000 years, you regain the age of 32. You don't have to die, my nigga. You just have to find the water. You can't find the water until you KTC. Know that we were born and blessed in the womb of our mother 562 years ago. And since then, we bathed in the fountain 6 times. How many times? They bathed. They took 6 baths. In other words, Prester John was letting the readers know by a miracle of the fountain of what? A miracle of HaWah. Who got that water? HaWah gives you them keys. He gives you the miracle of the fountain to regain your youth. Prester John was at least 562 years old. All those biblical 900-year-old niggas, how were they 900 years old again? They had that mam sauce. They had that water. They had that water. Yeah. So something about after you played the harlot, you come back, you return, Israel returns, you seek HaWah, you KTC, you keep the code, Exodus 20 got us in code. Now we have been found worthy of the investigation. See, this is opposite than the Christianity hijack where you must go through Jesus to get to God, right? You must go through the Son to get to the Father. They have flipped everything like the Yahweh. You have to go through the Creator to get to David. There ain't no hijack between you and the Creator, but in Christianity and all these other religions, you have to go through somebody else to even understand God, right? To get to God, you got to go through the blood of somebody, the sacrifice of somebody. Somebody got to get you there. HaWah said, I'm your only savior. I can only save you. And once I do, I'll give you the keys to the water if you're worthy of the breath of security, of the HaWah, the revelation, the look, the breath. If you're worthy of that look, of that added security, of that hook, the look hook and the hook look. If you're worthy of that, HaWah, you can get that Zion, you can get that food, you can get that nourishment. This is why we seek the Creator and David, their king. No other scripture tells us to search for the Creator and anybody else. That's all conjecture, injecting a syncretonized poo sandwich into our heart bone. They're taking our heart. Because the Creator is who we're looking out for. The Creator is who's saving us. The Creator is who is saving David directly with them thick clouds in the sky. Them thick clouds in the sky. That smoke out of his nose. That cloud, right? That smoke out of his nose. That fire out of his mouth. My naga. That fire. Who got that water? And who got that fire? Yeah. Who's the Khan in the continent? Self-restraining from all hijack. Etymology. Holding together. Continuous. Hold back to hold in check. Who got the drop on the fountain, on the water? Who is resisting the hijack? Who got the hijack in check on the continent? And why is the continent named after the Khan? who's holding back, who's holding in check all this hijack. Hold together, enclose, man. Wall of protection. Dragons on the wall. Assimilated form of calm. So sometimes you see the COM or CON, it's still the con. Do you comprehend? With together, tribe up, gather, gom, calm, gom, gather, together. The calm is the gom. The gom, pictopaleo, is the foot, the gathering, together, walking, together, gather, gom, walk through the door, together, gom is the calm. Look, the C, the G is interchangeable. I can't make this stuff up. I'm learning with you. It's popping off. Halal HaWah. This is Prester John 65, man. The C and the G are interchangeable. The con is the gom, is the gathering. Can't make this stuff up, man. I'm just digging on continent. And the con is the calm, it's the gom, it's the gathering with together. To hold. What do you hold? Do you hold the code? To stretch. Prester John of the three Indias. Did a black man discover the fountain of youth? And like I said, man, this is brought to us, by the ether packs, man. Get all this drop. This is just some of the Prester links. If you got the Prester pack, you got all this, you got all the links as well. The Ether Pack 2 has, I want to say, 600, almost 700, probably over 700 books and PDFs on it. I dumped everything I had, man. By the time you get the Ether Pack 2, you get all these links, you get all this drop, man. My naga, you got the drop. You can, you got the drop. You know what I'm saying? What can I say? You got what you need. You need what you got. You can search for the Prester flow. You can be in the wave. But when I say that the black man discovered the fountain of youth, you can clearly see that this portrait or this painting, this icon, they call him Russian icon, Russian. This is a Russian painting of King David, Managi. And don't it look very similar to this? Look at the garb, right? Look at the style. So it's all happened when we talk David. David got the code, right? KTC. He's holding the code like Moshe. We'll talk about that. If you haven't got your Ether Pack 1 or 2, hit at the drop shop. You got the link below. And just get the drop, man. Ether Pack 1s, get the Ether Pack 2, Ether Bands. I got the flat drop. If you want the Prester drop, you got it right here. In your Ether Go Prester Pack, all 60 plus installments of a Prester John video series. You got the full videos. You don't need the internet. You got the full videos, plus the books, the maps, the research links. And, what I'm saying, get that drop. The Ether Pack 2 is Liddy in Drop City. Over 700 books PDF crammed on this Ether Pack 2. And, we're good for a minute. Ether Pack 3 will be whatever we build from this point on will be on the Ether Pack 3. You know what I'm saying? So get the drop. Get up in the drop shop. As we make this dismount into this cloud drop, again, man, you guys always leave me speechless by the way you contribute. Yosef got everything he needed. You know what I'm saying? The tribe got flowing water, man, because you made it happen. So many other tribe got to be Baruch because of you. So we hit our goal. At this point, we're going to turn it into a Naga in Need fund, and we actually do got some Nagas in need. So don't give up on this. Please keep it going so that we can continue to drop bags in the hand of our ox and aqua that are in need. And look out for the new GoFundMes for the land. We're going to start building our fence. I'll probably drop the GoFundMe next week. so we can start putting that together. I don't know what it's going to cost to build a strong fence, man, but I want to build the best we can. So I need your help in real time. So please give us that Baruch, and please continue to support the Texas snow relief, because this goes directly to our Nagas in need. And Halal HaWah, that we got 500 code keeping Nagas. So if we want to build a fence, let's say it cost, I'm just going to throw something out there, 10,000, right? That's only $10 for every Naga, because we got 500 code keeping Nagas. So if you got $10 for our fence, by 500 code keepers, we'll turn that 500 to 5,000, because we got 500 code keepers. We got 5,000 code keepers. Then that $10 turns into 50,000 whenever we want to, buy new land, build on our land. We have it. We have it for tapping into our well, our septic systems. We want solar panels. We want beautiful shelters. We got it because we got 5,000 code keepers. Code keeping Nagas are on Coon. We are Liddy in Drop City. So put that $10 aside for a Naga, that 20 A-Hop contested Taylor just dropping it, just like we saying. Imagine if 500 code keepers drop $20 for the fence. You got a dub on it? 500 code keepers. So, look out for the GoFundMe, you know what I'm saying? For the blue, purple, red, white linen, gold thread, out to the Templar. And let's get 10,000 to make sure we got a secure foundation, a secure fence. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we don't need, we'll go into the next project. Let's build our well. Let's get our well going. Whatever we don't need, we'll go into the next project. And we'll keep the projects going because we're building for you. This can be directly benefiting you and your family. And we want many joy worlds, many CUVs, choose up villages, a couple Nagas and a couple stemmies, my Naga. We popping off. Hey, Psalms 18, right? For the dismount. If you got that Prester hour, you already know where we going, right? Because this fire is popping out the mouth of the Creator, HaWah. Yeah. He made darkness his hiding place. Sound like a dragon, okay? His pavilion around him, about him, darkness of waters and thick clouds of the sky. So what's a cloud? At the brightness before him, there passed through his thick clouds. His thick clouds, hailstones and coals of fire. But what is a cloud? Right? So, you surfing the wave, you already know that when you're digging on a cloud and etymologies, when you get down to it, rain cloud, cumulus clouds, all these clouds, the main thing to really remember is that the meaning of a cloud-like mass of smoke or dust is from the late 14th century. So in the 1300s, a cloud was any mass of smoke or dust, right? So again, we got smoke out of his nostrils, right? Let's go. We're just talking cloud. All right, figuratively as something that obscures. So anything that obscures, that darkens or threatens or casts a shadow is from 1300, man. Anything that is above you that's casting a shadow is a cloud. Anything that is obscuring or seems to be threatening above you is a cloud. So when the children of Israel following a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night, after they said, all right, okay, we're going to remember the Shabbat. Okay, we're going to KTC. It says what? And HaWah went before them. Verse 21, Exodus 13. Hijack City. And HaWah went before them in a pillar of cloud, right? Anything that what? What's a cloud? Etymologies. obscures darkness, threatens, or casts a shadow. Got it. HaWah went before them in a pillar of cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire, or a pillar of cloud and a pillar of fire. So are the children literally getting led out of captivity with dragon fire that gives them light? This dragon already been smoking out of his nose. Nah, smoke out of his nose, fire out of his mouth. Now he's giving them light. Who? HaWah. HaWah went before them, Anaga. HaWah is personally guiding the children out with a cloud, anything that is obscuring, right? Or threatening, and a pillar of dragon fire, Managa, by night. Departed not from before the people. HaWah rocks with his tribe. That's why everyone can't claim HaWah. HaWah don't come down in dragon form for everybody, but for you, for the children, for Israel, for Hasharah. HaWah pops in, man, what they call a smoky cloud, and he leads with that fire to give the children more light to see with that dragon fire. Now let's go. We're just talking clouds. We were digging on in the Prester hour mixed cult. And look how they spell it here. Mixed HaWah. So that HaWah is also spelled HUA. HaWah. 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 Mixed HaWah. Serpent or dragon. Smoke out of his nose. Fire out of his mouth. All right, identify with the Milky Way. Stars in the heavens. Yeah. Okay. The heavens. I met it out the firmament. I beat out the sky, right? I beat out the expanse of the sky, the heavens, right? God of the sky, Papuva. Let's go. Mixcoultu also means cloud. Uh-oh. So you're talking cloud. Coultu is dragon. Cloud dragon. Cloud dragon does what? This cloud dragon has smoke out of his nostrils, fire out of his mouth. Right? So this is HaWah. Now, depending on who's translating or, breaking down this mixed Ko'otu, either they're talking about a god that's associated with the hunt or the stars or the heavens, right? Or they're referring to a man or a person who is in association with this particular dragon energy or power. Yeah, we've been talking about genealogies when it comes to the priest king flow right here in America. You know what I'm saying? Forbidden Histories, left to Daniel Lowe. He mentions genealogies in another book called The Treasures of Utah. For the dismount, my naga. For the dismount. And this is a snapshot I took out of the Treasures of Utah. And we'll cross-reference this with the Forbidden Histories for the dismount. All right, so this is the Priest Kings going recent to, more ancient. So you got Madoc, right? So this is all the recon we're going to do in Prester John 66. We're going to recon Prince Madoc, you know what I'm saying? Love the Dragon Canoe, Dragon Child, everyone popping off in the drop chatter. Again, man, all these links, I'm going to start dropping directly in the drop chatter box. Hey, love to the Ock. I got an Ock that hit me up on the IT flow who's really going to help me with the website. That's why I kind of been chilling, just trying to get a direction, a journey going with it. I'm redoing it. I got an Ock that's going to help. And I'm going to plug y'all in so y'all can, work with this Ock as well. And we're going to rebuild all this. So We still gonna run this one for now, but we got a brand new everything coming. Brand new everything, man. So, Halal HaWah. But I've already started dropping links. So you can come in the drop chat at 432thedrop.com. Just go into the drop chat room. Password is 1234 to get through the door. All right, just put in 1234. Come on in, hijack free. You all good with me. You can get the links here. It gives us another wall of protection with it, but that's where the links would be. Or my naga, just dig on the drop shop and get the ether packs and the Prester packs. And all the links will be on these as well. Flat drop, all that at 432thedrop.com, man. For the dismount, we're talking cloud. Obscures, darkness threatens, cast a shadow, cloud. Got it. Got it. And HaWah went before them by day. In a pillar of cloud. Mix Coatl, cloud, serpent, cloud, dragon, and according to Daniel Lowe in the Treasures of Utah, we have this genealogy, Prince Madak, you got King Owan, you got Griffeld II, Op Canaan, right? We got that Canaan. Hey, it's a Hanan and a Canaan. I'm just right quick. Just like we just got in the genealogy flow, where we at? Oh, man. We got some great links to dig on in Prester John 66, man. We all set up. We all good. Oh, yeah, Lady Hannah, another type of Hanan situation. This Lady Hannah is the wife of Raja Hiraja Chola II. We got some Chola Pandian drop we're going to dig on next time. So she's the wife of Prester John, who's the mother of Soliman, the Hebrew king of Telmas, and Hanan, and David, Sauceland of Babylon. So David's brother is Hanan. Now, some put it with a K and some put it with a CH. So the Hanan is also Canaan. Hanan is also Canaan. Hanan is also Anan, like Anion. Yeah. Anan ben David. Yeah. Canaan. So when they say you're in the land of Canaan, you got to say which one. Canaan or Canaan? Which Canaan? Because this Hanan is the brother of the exilarch David. Yeah, it's all happening. Same time periods, right? So as we go over this genealogy, pay attention to the times. We're in the 1200s. We're in the 1100s. David Sauceland, Babylon and Georgia, is the son of Prester John, father of Hasdai the Sixth. Who's Hasdai? All this is Hebrew connection, clearly. Brother of Soliman, brother of Hanan or Canaan, son of Raja Hiraja II, Jadaran, or Prester John. Look at the dates, right? 1100, back to genealogy for the dismount. Look at the dates. So where's the Davids? Where's the Canaans? Look, Prince Canaan is also Hanan. In our face bone, this is a separate substantiating recon. Iago, all that just means is Jacob. Roda. Before him, you got Jacob ben Israel, Hadradri, younger brother of Mar Isaac. So he's a younger brother of Isaac. Nahushtan, we're talking dragons of the Toltecs. Prince Lancelin, which is where they get Lancelot of Camelot, is Lancelin of Kalalus. Kalalus means promised land of America. King Israel the Seventh is who? Quetzalcoatl. Is this the real Quetzalcoatl? Yeah, it matches the timeline. The priest king of the Toltecs. And before him, you got another Isaac, or the HaWah, H-U-A, right? Hawak Mar, or the Hawamak. Like the Book of the Beginnings has the Hawamak, priest king of the Toltec. And before him is Prince Makir. Makir is the mark, the sign. Which Makir? We have one that rose up, goes to war with Solomon, uh, Sylvanus to Texas, over this promised land. But this is all family. Married to Shemina, right? Makir of Kalalus. Into the Septimus business. We got to dig on that. So these are the Toltec priest kings, which are the Aztecs, which are the Hebrews, Managi. Which are these? This is Israel. Tapuzin is Israel the seventh. Tapuzin, Quetzalcoatl is Israel the seventh. So who's Makir? Who comes before Quetzalcoatl? Who's Makir? What does the Forbidden Histories have to say for the dismount? Forbidden Histories, we got the book. MHOE, we got the look. For the dismount, we got that look. We got that breath. We got that revelation. We got that mama, that mem sauce. Let's go. Israel the third went south to the Toltec lands of Mexico. This is Forbidden Histories of America, Managa. And his grandson, Makir. Makir, right? Right. Prince Makir, Khan. Prince Makir, Khan. Priest king of the Toltec, Khan. Let's go. So Israel the third went south, right? This is after the 775 Nehemiah Theodoric reconquers the American Empire of Kalalus, which means he already had it in the family before. After the days, Solomon, the kingdom's divided, right? No power before my power. Now Israel the third, right? Because we got the Swan Knights. We've been talking about the Knights, the Barber, Hebrew word of the day, Swan. Let's go. Israel the third went south to the Toltec lands of Mexico, Moshe, and his grandson, Makir Amerik, like America. Mirig in the Welsh genealogies, and Mixcoatl of the Toltecs. Come on, man. I can't make this stuff up. So is Makir Mixcoatl, who is the priest king of the Toltecs, just like this Mixcoatl, who is the dragon in the cloud, or the cloud dragon. Mixcoatl, 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 Mixcoatl. He's the grandfather of Tapuzin, priest of Quetzalcoatl. Makes sense? This Makir is what America's named after. This Makir is the cloud dragon. And the question we'll leave off here with is, which cloud dragon did HaWah send to lead the children in a pillar of cloud and a pillar of fire? A, HaWah is the cloud dragon, and Mixcoatl is, this Makir, this David flow, this Moshe flow who is rocking with HaWah. Is it all one thing? Is it, is Mixcoatl priest king that's rocking with the cloud dragon, or is Mixcoatl the cloud dragon? I mean, we're just having a dragonfly perspective. And HaWah went before them by day in a pillar of cloud to lead them the way, by night in a pillar of fire to give them light, that they may go by day and by night, the pillar of cloud by day and the pillar of fire by night, departed not from before the people. Did a black man discover the fountain of youth? Who is Prester John? Hey, Prester John, we on your tracks, man. We covering your tracks, man. You know, we back in our frequency, and we will hit our mark, our makir. We will hit our tau, our cloud dragon. Only HaWah is our savior. Hosea 3:5. ThaWaDa for enjoying another installment of the Prester John investigation. Number 65. ThaWaDa HaWah for the energy, frequency, and the vibration. And to you, Drop Nation, stay up, suit up, choose up, HaWah.